don't know if you remember from a few videos ago, I started Self-Care September with a word board, aka vision board, except I just didn't have any pictures at the time. I didn't let it stop me because I had a vision for what I wanted, and I wanted to hold the space on this board even though I didn't have time to really do pictures at the time. The words are fine. I could have left it like this. It is fall, so I found some stickers. I have a sticker book here. I had bought this sticker book at Walmart. It has a ton of just Halloween-y kind of reusable stickers. So I threw a few stickers here onto my board, but you know, like this one's, I said nature, and I had an owl here and flowers and this, but anyway, I was just goofing around, and I decided I'm going to come back around with some pictures. So I've been printing some pictures. These are off of Pixabay, and I like to just tear them. I don't want them to be too perfect, but some people, that would drive you nuts. If it would drive you nuts, then don't do that. And I know I'm wasting paper, but some of these I could probably fit more than one paper on here. But you will see too, I'm reusing paper. Some of these have print on the other side, so I'm not wasting paper. I'm printing on the backs of some papers that actually have had other writing on them or other print jobs on. So I try to be mindful of that too, but I'm not perfect at it, and in some cases, yeah, I realize I am wasting some. Oops, I just ripped that, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm just not going to make it perfect. So I went through on Pixabay, which is a really good channel for finding pictures, and I use some of those sometimes. If I need a picture that I haven't taken myself, I'll go to Pixabay on some projects. I don't use too many of it in my videos though, because I don't tend to do a lot of that kind of videos. Most of my videos are like this type where you just see me doing things. But I went out on Pixabay and I typed in some words like family, salad, some of these words, trust, fall, journaling, and I found some pretty cool pictures, and I thought, okay, these spoke to me. Now they can't just be any picture. You have to put pictures up here that sort of speak to you, they call to you, and all of these do. Now, it's Self-Care September. Now, never mind all the words here because, well, you can see, let me just go over this real quick. I have feather my nest, which to me just sort of means I'm in this mood to cozy up my house. Slow walks. I put snail and attached it to nature because, well, I did that whole snail thing, that snail mucin video, which, let me tell you, I will not be doing snail mucin, okay? Some of you actually said you would do it, and some of you said no. Some of you are still considering it. And I know some of you have said, you know, it's been around a while and you heard about it years ago, and I am not like on the cutting edge of beauty and products and fashion, so don't come to my channel for trendy things at all, because I'm going to be late on certain things. But it did just come across my radar. Anyway, we won't go into snail mucin. If you want to know more about that, go check out my video from a few days ago. But I did put trust myself to know, which could also be trust in God. You know, I'm a person of faith, and this kind of like goes hand in hand. It's like I really have to nurture my relationship with God and to trust that voice to guide me. So that's what I really do mean by that. And then family time, fresh fruits, melons, apples, nature. These are all the things I sort of wanted to bring into my life more in September. So let me show you what I have. I found some pictures out on Pixabay, and I found this one. Now I'm just going to glue over this. It's not going to be perfect, but this is how these work. Now that I have pictures, and I have pretty much a picture representing most of all of these ideas. So I'm glad I put the words on here. I hope this glue stick works. This glue stick might be too old. Let me see. It might just be too old. And then I'm going to have to pull out my other glue stick and see if that one works. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, it might just be... Yeah, this glue stick's old. Let me get my other glue stick. Okay, this is Elmer's glue stick. Both of my glue sticks are several years old, so I can only like just keep our fingers crossed. Will it work, y'all? Is my glue stick gonna work? Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, this one's gonna work. So I'm just gonna throw a little glue on the bottom of this. And I'm really excited. This just really brings me to a happy place to let my creativity kind of out to play for a little bit. So, yep, just gonna do that. And the white edges are bugging me a little, so I am gonna just kind of rip those. I don't like perfect, I like kind of the rough edges a bit. So I'm just gonna rip this a little. Like so. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And I don't like this white one either. We're just gonna rip the edges off of here kind of sloppily. Let me know, does that bug you? We're all different. I liked having things a little bit, not perfect, you know. There we go. Okay, so I got that one. I said I wanted to have more salads. And let me rip this a little bit. And I have been eating more salads this month. So, yeah. So guys, this is how I'm doing this. Now, I did teach vision board, like I did parties, vision board parties for a long time. You can call this your prayer board. You can create an intention board. I mean, a lot of people have different names for these things. And it's fine, whatever you choose to call it. So I'm gonna put my salad there. Now this one, I mean, I picked these for obvious reasons. I'm journaling my salads. This one just spoke to me. It's cozy. It speaks fall. It speaks of self-care and sort of that reflection time to trust my God, trust myself, feathering my nest. It's just like, oh, it just says cozy, cozy, cozy. Now I will get my scissors here and I'll just kind of do an imperfect kind of cut here. For all of you who are freaking out because I'm doing this very sloppily, I'm just going to put this here. So as we go through the month of September, if you run across magazine pictures, you run across pictures on like a site like Pixabay, make sure you can have the rights to use them. Pixabay is very generous with their stuff. And I'm not using this, you know, for commercial reasons, really. It's just for my own vision board. But do read the policies on all of these things. If you're taking pictures from somewhere else, here are three little birds. Three little birds means so much to me. There's a story behind that I've shared, I think, on my channel before. I'm just gonna trim that up here, and that's nature. That has to do with trusting God, knowing myself, trusting self, self-care, feathering my nest. See where I'm going with this? Here we go. I'll put this up here. And yeah, it's kind of overlapping the edge. That's fine. That is just fine. And this reminded me of kind of slow walks, because just the benches, it reminds me of just taking a nice long walk in the park. There is a park near my home that kind of reminds me of this, actually. And there's a bench, and my mom and I used to sit on that bench and visit every week, and I really miss her. But now I go there and I sit and I talk to her. I do pray. I pray there. I don't usually vlog. I have vlogged from that park before, but normally that's just my quiet time. So I don't usually take the camera when I go there. And so I'm just going to put this up here with slow walks. And this is the picture I chose to trust myself, have faith, trust God. I really like this picture. It just really spoke to me. So we'll just kind of cut into this. And I'm just going to put this down here. And yeah, it's kind of overlapping a bit, which is fine. And I don't know, maybe I'll put it up here. Now I know it's going to cover up my Self-Care September, but that's okay. Those words were just holding the space. I don't have to have those words on here. And who knows, this vision board might take me into October. There's no fast rules to this. It is, the whole point is you just allow it to kind of happen, you know? And here's one for, I had apples and fresh fruit, so here's a picture of that. And these just kind of, for me, they're symbolic, really. They're symbolic for what I want to bring into my life in the month of September. So that's what this is all about. So I'm just gonna put that there. Now I'm going, I hope I have room for this next one, because I'm gonna have to look for some smaller. Yeah, I might have to finagle this in, but I will. We're gonna look at that. We'll make this work. So with this one, I put down family. And let me tell you, I have spent some time with, my son came down to visit from Denver, and we got to visit for a while, which was really nice. That was a bit unexpected, so that came up. You know, you just never know when you put these things on your vision board or in your intentions, in your prayers. You don't always know what's going to happen. And I did this, and then what happened was my son said, hey, I'm going to come down and visit you for a little while, because he came down to visit some friends. This is going to overlap a bit, but that's perfect. I love that. I just want to have it overlapping and messy and fun. So the other thing that happened is, and I had no idea this was going to come up, but I was talking to my friend Charlene. She's been doing her family genealogy, and my sister and I were talking too, and actually Charlene and then my sister and myself, we were all talking, and we decided, well, Charlene was digging into her genealogy, and so my sister and I went on to one of the genealogy sites, and we discovered some new things about our family. That was totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. But here's a family tree to represent family. So family kind of has come into my life in a very unexpected way. Okay, now I have all this paper to throw away, but do you see the idea? See how fun that is? Look at that. Don't you love that? I love it. I love the colors. I'm going to continue to add more. I mean, I have been doing some dusting, and I'm like running across spiders outside as I've been cleaning up my yard and making a little corner for me in the backyard to kind of sit under the tree and swing under the tree. I've been cleaning, and I ran into some spiders, so that's kind of fun. I don't know, I put that there, kind of random, but isn't it fun? And I'll continue to add to this throughout the month of September. I love it. As I find pictures that inspire me, I'll just add them to my vision board. You can look on magazines. You can look in, if you get any catalogs for some of the stores, those work. Hey, if you really are drawn and inspired by a candle from Bath & Body Works, glue it to your vision board and just see what happens. Don't go out and buy the candle necessarily. Just glue it to your vision board. It's just kind of a fun experiment, and that's what this is. It's an experiment, and I've done this so many times in my life, and I'm always amazed. So thanks for letting me share this with you. I'm excited. Let me know if you've done a vision board, and yeah, I hope that you will work on one if you haven't, or give it a try, or just write down a list of things that you want to focus on, that you want more of in your life. Write a list. What do you want more of in your life? Focus on that and bring that into your awareness by either a vision board if you're very visual like me, or maybe just write the words down on a board, or write them as a list in your journal or notebook. See what happens. We'll check back in with this in another video, but before the end of the month, so stay tuned. So the first step to creating a vision board before you get started is to set your intention. So you really want to take some time and set your intention. If you're a person of faith, pray over it. Ask for guidance. Set your intention. What is it that you really want? And don't allow yourself to get caught up in what you think people think you should want, or what you should want, or what people have told you you should want. You really want to get clear about what you want, and let yourself off the hook, okay? Just relax, have fun with it. It's a really good way to explore and get to know yourself if you're going through a transition, and who isn't these days? Like, really get a chance to give yourself a chance to reveal yourself to yourself. you can break this down into, what do you want in your relationship? What do you want personal development wise? In your career. Some people even create quadrants on their vision board, and then each quadrant represents another part of their life. I don't do that. I generally just throw it all on there, and I'll do a separate vision board for my career versus my personal life if I want to. So then you'll want to gather your supplies. So you're going to want some magazines or a source of pictures, and for me, I just printed off some stuff from Pixabay. It's easy. But, you may want to gather some old magazines, you want scissors, you want a glue stick, you want poster board or some type of a base to glue things to, markers, maybe stickers, just whatever you want. And of course those visual inspirations, and just like I said, you want to pull out the pictures that snag you, that catch your attention, that you are drawn to for no particular reason. Don't try to figure it out. Don't overthink it. You're not trying to create a masterpiece. It may not be the prettiest picture. Something about it though speaks to you. Just trust and create your vision board. And if you follow my vlog through September, you'll see how I'm adding to my vision board a little bit at a time. So that's gonna be, I think that's it today. So it's been a good day. It's still, the weather's still a little wonky here today. Kind of low energy, but it's a good thing. I'm feeling relaxed. I feel like I'm getting stuff done at my own pace, and I don't feel like I'm behind. After all, I'm making my own plan. I'm making my own way. So I get to say if I'm on track or off track. I'm gonna say I'm on track today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. Do give me a thumbs up if you don't mind before you go. I would love that. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing, and I'll see you on the next one.
I know you're all about the good vibes.